Hello and welcome to my channel. I have been wanting to do this video for some time now because there has just been some ways that we have been all wearing our clothes for quite a while, for years, that have just kind of changed. The trends have changed as trends in fashion do. And some of the things that we were doing are now kind of a little bit dated, looking a little bit out of style. It's going that direction. And so I wanted to talk about those in this video. Some of them are going to make you mad. Some of them are going to make you happy. We're going to have a lot of emotions in this video. And whether you decide to adopt these new rules or not is totally up to you. Let's start off with one that is very controversial. And I actually am not 100% on board with the new way of wearing things, which you will learn soon is actually the really old way of wearing things. You know the front tuck. I mean, you know the front tuck. We all know the front tuck. We all do the front tuck. It was a genius invention. And it was great because we don't want to fully tuck in our shirt sometimes, but we don't want to just leave it hanging out. And so the front tuck, it just solved all the problems. And I hate to say this, but it's starting to be a little bit of a dated look. Now, when I say a little bit, I mean, this is one where it really, I mean like really, extra all caps, really depends on you and your body type and your body shape. This is a sweater I've had for a couple of years and I've always front tucked it, but this is the kind of sweater that it now looks more on trend to just leave out. I actually didn't think I would like it, but turns out I actually think it looks better left out. Here's another shirt I think I would probably just casually front tuck, but I actually prefer it all the way tucked in. It feels more current than the half tuck, and the all the way untucked, I don't like how it's a little bit sheer. Here's one that I definitely do not like completely untucked, and even tucked all the way in, I do like it, but sometimes I don't want it all the way tucked in. And so I actually prefer the half tuck here. Now the good news here, you will see a lot of tops, like even this one, I didn't even mean to wear this for this purpose, but even this little cardigan right here, fully meant to wear out, not tucked in. It's just a cute sweater top that can be left out. I wear it with some high-waisted jeans. I'm good to go. So there's a lot of tops that are meant to be worn out, which I think is kind of good, especially for people who were just always hating the front tuck or do not like tucking in things in at all. So fashion is just changing. Will I stop doing a front tuck because it might look a little bit out of style in certain cases? No, girl, no. This is another controversial one. I know it is. I just know it because I see the comments on my channel sometimes. And there are a lot of you guys, and rightly so, I totally get what you're saying, but you have it in your head that we need to belt everything. We should always be searching for that hourglass figure. And for a long time in fashion, that was the goal, is to, if you don't have an hourglass figure, try to cinch it or do something to make yourself have one. And sometimes we want that look. There are lots of occasions where I want to cinch my waist and I want to try to bring it in here and do different things like that. Not necessarily to be like this, but just to accentuate my waist and to give myself some shape. However, guys, things have changed. The goal is not to always look svelte and skinny. The goal can be, and you know, it's just, you got to look at this younger generation, and I love them for this, but the goal is just to love your outfit and have a cool outfit and feel good about what you're wearing, not necessarily to look skinny. I did mention in this video a note on that about jeans, and I'll let you go back and watch that video if you would like to later. I do talk about that. But an example of this, I do have this green dress that I love. I wore it all last winter. It is not available anymore. I'm sorry. It was so cute. And it was like my favorite winter dress last year. And I've worn it in a few videos, and I would always get comments like, oh, you need to belt it. You need to belt it. It's, you know, show off your figure or something like that. And I see what you're saying, but I don't want to do that. I love the way it looks like kind of hanging, and I like to push up my sleeves, and I just think it gives the look that I want without belting it. I'll even belt it and you can see what it would look like belted. I can move around in it. It feels good. I love the color. So that's what I love about this dress, not me trying to accentuate all my curve. Now, of course, there's lots of occasions. Like I said before, I want to cinch my waist and I want to cinch things. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is it's not necessarily, we've moved on from just trying to look the skinniest we can. It's, you know, you don't have to. You can like just love the style of it and be happy with that. Now, me personally, I like it when things change. Not everything, of course, but I think it sometimes gets me out of my comfort zone. And sometimes it's a major improvement from the ways that we were doing things. So I want to tell you about the sponsor of this video. And oh my gosh, I like just Hear me out, okay? Because this might actually be a game changer for you. One thing we can all look forward to as we get older is perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, and all the changes that come with it. If you have ever felt like you have health concerns specific to issues around those periods in your life, then I am very excited to share with you the sponsor of this video, which is MIDI Health. MIDI Health is a virtual care clinic that brings compassionate, high-quality medical care to women covered by insurance. MIDI clinicians treat a variety of health concerns related to perimenopause, menopause, weight gain, bone health, just to name a few. I feel like they really tackle both getting clinicians who specialize in these kinds of issues, but also the convenience factor. So when you get a clinician with MIDI Health, they will create a care plan specific to you and your unique health issues. They will order the tests for you if there's something that you need and get you on the right track with your health. I had already heard a lot of really good things about MIDI Health before I ever started using them, but on my first visit, it was scheduled at 10:30 a.m. So I logged on to the meeting at 10:30 a.m. and there was my clinician and we talked and she answered all my questions and she even answered questions that I didn't even know that I should have. And we talked about basically everything. Like I spent time with her, it wasn't rushed or anything. And then we were done. And then it was great. No waiting room, no sitting for 3 hours to wait for your doctor to come in and take you and then talk to you for 10 minutes and then leave like you're kind of feeling rushed. It was amazing. MIDI is also accepted by most insurance companies. So I will leave everything you need to know to get started or to check them out in the description box below, and let's continue. Light wash denim used to be only for spring and then summer if you could possibly wear jeans in the summertime. But now, and for the last couple of years, light wash denim has been a beautiful color of denim to wear in the fall and the winter time. I personally love light wash denim with black. I don't know why. I don't know why I like the combination, but I do. And I will say that light wash denim is, of course, much more casual than dark wash. Dark wash denim you could wear to like a business casual event. Light wash denim, not so much. It's just a very casual denim wash. I do love it for all seasons. You don't have to put those away in the fall and winter and only wear your dark wash blue jeans. And like with a lot of things in fashion right now, if you like it, wear it. Dresses paired with sneakers used to look like you were an American visiting Europe. Now, I don't know about all of Europe, but I know like in Paris, which is a fashion capital, women everywhere are wearing dresses and skirts with sneakers. Sneakers with literally everything. Now, I mentioned in this video when I went to Paris that there was just women everywhere wearing dresses with sneakers. And I was kind of thinking, I guess, that it was only an American trend. I didn't realize it had made its way to Paris. Maybe it's been there for a long time. And it totally makes sense because in Paris, of course, you're walking a lot. It's a big city and that kind of thing. It makes sense that women aren't stumbling around in 5-inch heels. Why would they? And these were not tourists. Like we did go to do some touristy things. And there was a trend that I mentioned in there that I did only see Americans wearing. But we also ventured out just to walk the city and enjoy being there, and women everywhere wearing skirts and dresses and sneakers. And so I think that's a really fun change in fashion. I guess this was really big, I wanna say in like the 80s. Am I right about that? And then of course, that got to be out of style and it was more of a fashion faux pas eventually to do that. Well, now it is such a big trend. And this is one, it will not go anywhere for a while. Like you can guarantee maybe the sneaker style will change. Maybe we won't be wearing Adidas forever and ever, although I probably will. I love my Adidas. But sneakers with everything is just, it's so practical, and practical trends that look cute and feel good, we usually hang on to for a while. This is a really big change in the trend cycle that I think will stay for a long time. Let's talk about your t-shirts. And I'm talking about your just regular t-shirts that you probably have some of. I know I have some of, but they look dated now if they're fitted. Now, I'm not talking about baby tees, and that is a whole trend, that's a whole thing, and or something you would wear underneath something. I'm not talking about that, but I was going through my t-shirts and I pulled one out that I wore for years. It was just kind of my throw on, put on a pair of shorts and walk the dog kind of t-shirt, and it's a size small, and I put it on, and it was very body skimming, and I was like, ooh, this is uncomfortable. But anyway, if you're gonna wear t-shirts, the way to wear them, the current trend to wear them is relaxed fit, kind of the boyfriend style, and maybe a little bit oversized. I like them just to be kind of relaxed fit. And even if you were to buy the same size in the t-shirt now that you bought, I guess 10 years ago or 6 years ago or something, they're going to be cut very differently. But right now in 2024, going into 2025, it does look a little bit dated and out of style. Y'all, you can definitely wear white and beige after Labor Day. That is an old rule that we have probably talked about a lot that we all need to get rid of, but have you done it yet? We all know that it's a little ridiculous to say you can't wear white after Labor Day, and we all know that's an old and outdated rule, but have you done it? Have you done it? Because this has been the year that I've really embraced it. And when I say really, I mean like done it a couple times. But I have been so inspired by all the inspiration that I've seen of women wearing white jeans and white pants and off-white in the fall, like with fall styles and fall outfits. So I'm actually really liking it. I think it's a beautiful fall color. Of course, winter white is nothing new, but I do think this is really fun. I actually got some, I would say they're more beige, like ivory colored jeans when I was in New York recently that I've been wearing with a brown sweater and brown boots. I just love that combo. So I think this is a fun trend to embrace. And I don't even know if it's a trend. Like, I don't know if we'll ever go back to only wearing white in the summertime. This is a really fun trend for fall that I think is, you need to try it. I know you have those white pants and white jeans. Just give them a try right now with some sweaters and see how you like it. Pearls, for the longest time, for years, were a very classy, wear with your little black dress, very Audrey Hepburn, you know, a very classy, going out for dinner, you know, high society. What other words can I use to describe it? Very classic, and pearls are still very classic, but times are changing and the times have changed, and pearls are being used in so many really cool jewelry pieces and concoctions. And personally, I like them now. For a long time, I just really wasn't into pearls. They just didn't do it for me. They just felt too stuffy or something. Just the traditional pearls. But now I actually like pearls. I like pearls like this, where they're mixed in with other metals and they're just a really unique design. I will link some of my favorite pearl jewelry in the description box below, but I love the pearls now, and they don't have to be worn when you're going out for dinner with your in-laws or something, cocktail dinner or whatever. They can just be worn anytime, any day, and with anything. Wear them with your favorite basic tee. This is one I think is kind of fun, but for the longest time, it was very much a dated look to have your purse match your shoes, match your bag, and then have it all be matchy-matchy, especially if it was in like red shoes, red bag, red lips. Like it just looked kind of dated. But now guys, it is not dated looking. It's actually been a trend to have your shoes match your bag. It's like a look. Now, just because there is a trend going on where, you know, you matching your burgundy bag to a burgundy shoe and a burgundy belt or something, doesn't mean that not matching is out of style. There's no out of style in this genre right now. It's just, you know, whatever really kind of looks good and feels good to you. But that has become a trend with this whole rise in the reds and the burgundies we've seen this season and this year. Now, moving to jewelry, what has become more of a trend is not matching. Well, actually, it's been a kind of dated look to have a very, very like matching necklace, matching earrings of something that's very, very matchy-matchy, like a very specific looking earring, and it's clearly matched to the necklace or the bracelet. That's been kind of a dated look. It's still a little bit of a dated look. It's still kind of a dated look. And what is very on trend in the jewelry world is to not match. Like not match. And I did it today just because I have been playing around with my jewelry, and I just did a jewelry video, like jewelry trends, what's in, what's out. I will link it down below. That was a really fun video to make. And even making that video, I was really inspired by just a lot of these jewelry concoctions that I saw. And I do feel like I do mix up my jewelry, but I was inspired to mix it up even more. So today, for the first time ever, I have pearls mixed with silver, mixed with gold. What do I have on my ears? These are silver and gold. And I think I'm feeling it. I kind of like it. It's just an interesting little concoction here. I do like mixing gold and silver sometimes. I like what's going on here. And I love my little ring stack. And then I love these earrings that have it both in there. And then I love the pearls mixed with this silver chain. I just, you know, it just anything goes now. So I think it's kind of fun, and you really can experiment a lot with your jewelry. And I think this can inspire a lot of creativity and pulling out pieces that you haven't worn in a while and pair them with your other pieces. So I think this is actually kind of a fun movement in the trend cycle right now. You'll have to let me know what you think. I feel like I've talked about this in several videos, but I'll just mention it here because it kind of goes in line with the theme of this video. But black and brown, you know, it was super faux pas a while back, 20 years ago. You definitely did not wear black and brown together, but now it looks very stylish and it just looks very fashion forward. And really mixing up these colors in interesting ways has just really become a beautiful look. It doesn't necessarily have to be like black top, brown bottoms, or vice versa. You can do, black outfit with brown accessories. You can play around with your browns and then just have a black bag and a black shoe. There's just lots of ways to use these two neutrals to make really beautiful, classy looking outfits. So those were some styles that have changed in the last few years that I thought would be fun to talk about. You have to let me know what you think. If you are ready for some of these, or if you are just like, nope, never mind, not gonna do that. I love hearing from you guys. Make sure to check out Midi Health below if that sounds like something that you would be interested in or you would help you in your life. I will leave everything you need to know in the description box, including anything I'm wearing in this video or featuring. And I will leave this video up here, which might be a fun video to follow up with next. And I will see you next time.